Hi, Ben. My name is Yaro. Today's English Country English Victory today. The Counting Race Revenue School Story. Picking Apples Revenue School Story. Are you ready to read? Here we go. The Counting Race. We're having a race today, said Mrs. Connor. The first graders love races. A running race? Says Riza. An eating race? Asks Katie. No, said Mrs. Connor. A counting race. What is a counting race? Asks Hannah. I'm going to see if you count to 10 1 second, said Mrs. Connor. This is so easy, said James. I go first, said Michael. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Out of time, said Mrs. Connor. My turn, said Neil. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Sorry, Neil, said Mrs. Connor. Me next, said Egan. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Closed, said Mrs. Connor. Hannah put up her hat. Mrs. Connor kept all the first graders working together. She asks. Yes, Hannah, said Mrs. Connor. All the first graders got together. They all first graders is good. They talk loudly. La 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 la. They talk quietly. They had an idea. Ask us to race again, Mrs. Connor, said Megan. Okay, said Mrs. Connor. Can you count to 10 1 second? All together, the first graders that 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. You did it, said Mrs. Connor. Good for you. You count by 2, said Mrs. Connor. That is the further way to count, said James. Here's one question, said Mrs. Connor. 2, 4, 6, 8. How did it predicate? The children knew the answer. Us, they said. They'll write again. The end. And picking apples. I like green apple and red apple. Mrs. Connor class until field trip. Time for some apple picking, Mrs. Connor said. I'm not pick apples, said Michael. Oh, Michael don't like apple. Egan climbed up the punchy ladder. He pulled down. Kept the red apples 1 dozen, he said. Again and Hannah picked apples up the ground. They find 10 green apples. My back hurts, said Hannah. Oh, Hannah is so hard. Egan and Becky shook a tree. 4 red apples and green apples falls down. That is easy, said Egan. Nick and Emma jump up and 7 big apples each. Hard work, said Nick. Katie sat on the ground and waited till apples fell to the left. She got to the garden apples, they were too sweet, said Katie. Oh, look! The James is on the tree. Look! The apples were piling up. Michael rains as Geraldine in the pile. Did your apples have names? Asked Mrs. Connor. That is learned, said Mrs. Connor. Yum, said Egan. This one is Horsestrip, and this is a Roosted, and this one is Crashbin, said Mrs. Connor. Crash, said Diana. Boring, said Michael. And this is for you, Michael, said Mrs. Connor. What? Said Michael. This is Grainy Smut, said Mrs. Connor. Smut? Said Michael. That is my name. My name is Michael Smut. Now, will you pick some apples? Says Mrs. Connor. My name is Yura and the planet is Uranus. I picked this one, said Michael. The apple name from me. Oh, this is so funny story. My name is Yura and the planet name is Uranus. And oh, look, this is Olivia. Olivia. So cute. And did you have fun? You come back with a better book. You just goodbye, and the book children said goodbye to book children. Apples and Michael and lots of children. Emma, Katie, Becky, and Mrs. Connor goodbye, and lots of apples goodbye too. And the counting race. Emma and Michael and Katie and Emma. Lots of children goodbye. And a counting race goodbye too. And yours goodbye. Very goodbye. See you next time. See you tomorrow. Goodbye, friends.